Hey guys, welcome back to the Struggleville YouTube channel. This sucks. Not what I wanted to wake up to today. If you try and go to my website, struggleville.net, any page on the site, this is what comes up. And you see on the top here, it says suspended page, and of course they got to put their bullshit links all over the front of it. And it appears that my website got hacked. And I didn't even notice that this page was up. At first, I got this email from Hostgator titled Hostgator Phishing Warning, and it had my website on it. And it says, "Hello, our abuse department has received a report of phishing being hosted on an account under your direct control. We do apologize for any inconveniences. However, to help prevent further abuse reports, until this matter can be addressed, we were forced to disabled. We were forced to disabled. I think this is an English speaker who wrote this. Site access for your account and have provided a list of the reported content below. Please note the reported content listed is what was specifically reported and is not a full list of malicious content that could be on your account. In many cases, there is more malicious content than what was reported to us. We highly recommend reviewing your entire account for malicious content to help prevent further abuses. Failure to secure your entire account will likely result in account getting compromised again. In order to remove the restrictions we've placed, you must resolve the security issue and remove the malicious content. While your website has been HTTP restricted, you do have access to your account using cPanel File Manager, FTP, and SSH to clean your account. For guidance on what to do next, you may review this link. Hostgator does not offer direct services to assist with malware removal for websites. I also cannot read right now. That have been compromised. If you are looking for a suggested third-party security company to clean and protect your site, you may reach SiteLock directly at blah blah blah, as they offer a 911 emergency cleaning service for websites already compromised. Repeated reports of malicious content on your account within 60 days of initial notice will lead to further action being taken, including permanent suspension after failing to professionally clean the account. Once you have taken steps to secure your account of the reported content, please reply back to this ticket to request a review," and it shows the file location of the reported content. So, a couple of thoughts, because maybe someone in the future who has Hostgator who goes through a similar circumstance, I can at least give you what I've gone through. And by the way, my website's still not up. I've replied. I deleted the stuff. I replied. It's still gone, and it's the shittiest goddamn timing ever. My website had its best day ever yesterday, and I don't know, it's been open for 3 or 4 years now. Its best day ever. And it was off to a really good start today. And now it's down. And I'm wondering if it's going to have any ramifications further down the line, because now everyone who goes to it through Google is getting this error message now, and as far as I know, Google reporting will show all these, the page not there, and I don't know, if it fucks everything up, I'm going to be so mad. So, first thing is, well, I looked up their link right here, and basically all it tells you to do is go through this SiteLock company. So then I looked it up, and really it just feels like a scam, because apparently the different hosting companies like Hostgator have something of an affiliate agreement with this SiteLock company to drive people there, and then they get a kickback. So they use words like down here, like have it professionally cleaned, and you'll get permanently suspended. And I feel like they're just pressuring you into this stupid SiteLock site, when I think this is Hostgator's fault to begin with, but we'll get to that in a second. So I looked up the SiteLock, and it looks like it's $14.99 a month for just maintenance and scans. To scan your website to see if any malicious content is on it. So figure, it's just like a malware scan that you would run on your computer. Just this is for a website. The same principle. But here's the thing, that $14.99 only gets you the scans. If you have to have anything repaired or fixed, that's an additional charge. And from what I was reading, it's anywhere from $30 to $300 per file. I'm thinking, oh my God, there ain't no way I'm paying that. Like, no, I can't. It wouldn't be worth it. I would just have to delete everything. And that's the other thing, is I haven't backed up my site in probably 4 months or 6 months because it's a pain in the ass. It just takes forever to do, and I should be doing it probably every week, but lo and behold. So I don't know. If it is gone, am I going to lose like all the people who have signed up for the email list, all the Harbor Freight coupons I've listed over the last few months? I mean, we might be starting from scratch here, depending what it looks like when it comes back up, which I'm really antsy to do. And that's why I'm making this video, because all I can do is sit here and wait for these dumbasses to respond to my email that I replied to them with. So I contacted their live chat, and of course, they're not helpful, but the live chat person said that they believe the person accessed my account through my WordPress installation. If you don't know how websites work, a quick rundown, at least for Hostgator, is Hostgator, you have two different logins. You have a login to your Hostgator account, and then you have a login to your specific website. And that's the cPanel, which is just the dashboard that lets you edit files and create email addresses and do different things like that. And then a lot of sites use WordPress, and if you have WordPress installed, it's basically just a tool to build your website with, to create pages and posts and different things. And that has its own login also. But as far as I know, and I'm not like a master at these things, I don't know a lot about it, but you cannot create email addresses for your Hostgator account within WordPress, because they're two separate entities and they use different login information. So I can't get into my WordPress account right now because it's locked up to see what exactly, if any changes were made in the WordPress account itself. But the customer service person said it was WordPress. However, I have all these fake email addresses that were just created today. So you can see Benrick, I don't know what the hell a Benrick is. Fank Mill, I don't know what that is. Kasim, or I don't know. So someone else created these, and I've already deleted those. I deleted some other stuff we'll talk about here in a second. It might be helpful for somebody. But I really think it was someone got into the Hostgator account, because otherwise I don't think they would be able to create those email addresses. In a way, if I can get my WordPress back, it's better if they only got into the Hostgator account and maybe they didn't care or didn't try or whatever to get into the WordPress installation. But if I can back that up and haven't lost anything, that would be most ideal. And I guess if they don't reinstate my website, and maybe even after I get done with this video, I need to see how to make a WordPress backup without being in WordPress. Like from my cPanel, how do I back up my WordPress? Because that's where everything is saved. Damn, man. This is awful. So, this was the end of the path name. They created a folder called loading, and then within that, man, it was all these like fake images and login information for like Wells Fargo and Bank of America, and there was a Microsoft one, and it wasn't all in this folder. It was in all different folders. So people were trying to get people's email addresses to get them to log into things. And I'm wondering, they accessed all my email accounts, which is the other bad thing, because my email account on my website is linked to my PayPal and is linked to my eBay account. So I got to check that stuff out. I don't think just having the email address, they would have a way. Maybe they could have reset the password. Damn, man. So I gotta check my PayPal account and eBay account next. Maybe change the passwords on that. Anyway, completely lost my train of thought. Kind of mind whirling here, trying to figure out what's the next step while I wait for this thing to be back up. Okay, so I went through my cPanel folders, and it's thousands of files in this thing, and I sorted them by the last date that they were modified. So all these changes on my account happened at about 3 o'clock in the morning. I was able to look at the log file and see that the IP address was something in Wisconsin, but of course they could be using a VPN or whatever, and who knows. But it was 3 o'clock in the morning is when all this started, so I just started going through all the files and deleting things, like deleted the email addresses. I deleted all the fake images of in the folders of the fake Wells Fargo thing and Bank of America login thing. None of that was installed in my WordPress installation, so I still go back to this wasn't WordPress. I think their customer service person was wrong on that. But I deleted all that, and I went through other files, and there's some stuff, it's legitimate website files. So I was really trying not to delete something unless it looked wrong, and I looked through all the text of some of these files, which is really long, and just looked for anything that was pointing to a different domain that wasn't mine, or if it just looked strange, like a weird file name or something. But, there's no way I can tell if I got it all unless I just get suspended again. But as long as I back up my stuff, I could care less if Hostgator suspends me. I'll just go to a different hosting company. I really am not a big fan of Hostgator anyways. It's just I'm tied into a 3-year hosting that I paid for. So, and I don't know where I'm at in those 3 years, but damn. Huh. Okay, so anyways, guys, that's what's going on for anyone who's interested. I don't know when or if. I'm sure if. It will be back up at some point, but I don't know what it's going to look like when it is. I don't know what I'm going to have. I want to check these email addresses to see if they sent out a bunch of emails and how that looks. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.